Hi guys, welcome back to my Flosstube channel. Today is Thursday, February 22nd. I'm Little Snips. Channel name is Little Snips. My name is Sarah, and this video is a day later than it was supposed to be. Normally I film, or have lately been filming, on Wednesdays, and I intended to film yesterday. But there were some things that happened yesterday. There was a thing that happened yesterday that sort of put me off making a Flosstube video. And I want to talk about that a little bit. So, if you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. If you're a loyal subscriber, thank you very much. I really do appreciate your support. But I wanted to talk a little bit about what happened yesterday. And that primarily is probably most relevant to people who are new to my Flosstube channel, who don't know me very well, who haven't watched a lot of my Flosstube videos. So if you're coming back, you've been watching me all along, or you've been watching me for a while, go get a cup of coffee, relax, because I have something to say. And that is, recently I watched one of Danielle Stitcherista's videos. It was about 3 weeks old, because I'm behind, as most people are on Flosstube videos. And she talked about a post that was made on Stitchmania about how people don't understand Flosstube, they don't get it. They don't understand why people make Flosstube videos or why they watch them. Which is, let me just say, if you're here, you're probably not one of those people. But there are people who don't enjoy Flosstube videos, who don't feel like they want to watch them, who feel like they'd rather watch something else. And that's fine. Everybody's allowed and entitled to watch or not watch what they feel like watching. So, if you have stopped by this video and you are now put off by the fact that I'm talking about not liking Flosstube videos, then, you know, you don't have to stay and watch. I'm not forcing you. Nobody is forcing you. I hope that you find something else that entertains you and that you move on to something that makes you happy. Anyway, she was talking about the fact that this topic came up about 3 weeks ago and her feelings about that. Well, lo and behold, before I was going to make a video yesterday, I looked at Flosstube, I looked at Facebook, and I looked at Stitchmania in particular, because the post showed up. And wouldn't you know, but it was somebody making another post about how they don't understand Flosstube, how they feel that it's basically a waste of time, that they would rather be doing something else rather than watching people talk about cross-stitch, and that kind of thing. Which, again, if you don't want to watch Flosstube, not sure why you're here, but if you don't want to watch Flosstube, don't watch Flosstube. Nobody is forcing you to do it. But this person chose to make a post on Facebook on a cross-stitching group that has like 16,000 members, and the majority of the big name Flosstubers are on that group. She chose to make a post saying that she doesn't get Flosstube, doesn't like Flosstube, and not only her, but several other people decided that they needed to chime in and talk about how they don't get and don't appreciate and don't think there's a need for Flosstube. I think I was the first one who said that I thought that that was a rude point of view, but I'm not the first person who's ever said that. I'm not the first person who has commented about that, who has reacted to that particular thought, and yeah. So I was supposed to make a Flosstube video yesterday, and after watching people pile on to this post on Stitchmania and talk about the fact that they don't think that Flosstube is necessary, they don't understand why people like it, etc., yada yada, ad nauseum, I really didn't feel like making a Flosstube video. If you don't make Flosstube videos, you don't know that it takes time to get ready to do these videos. You don't know that it takes time to work up the courage to actually come and talk to you guys. If you go back to the beginning of my Flosstube channel, you know that I only used my hands. I didn't put my face in front of the camera because it made me self-conscious. Obviously, I've switched over now. But Flosstube is not something that people who don't really care about what they're talking about are gonna do. It's not something that people do because, I felt like it on a whim. It was easy to do. It only took me 5 minutes to get ready. Yeah. So the fact that people went out of their way to post about the fact that they don't like it or they don't appreciate it, it rubbed me the wrong way. And like I said, it really put me off making another Flosstube video. I'm back today, and I have said what I wanted to say about that, so I'm not going to dwell on it. I will say that if you have watched my videos for a while, or if you haven't, and this is your introduction to me, hello new viewers. I have a lot of new subscribers, and I'm really glad you're here. Sometimes I voice my opinion, and it's not always about cross-stitch. Sometimes I get a little bit political. I do try to keep that out of my Flosstube as much as possible because I know you're here for cross-stitch mostly and not politics. I am a political person though, so sometimes it crosses over. If you are not interested in watching somebody who has opinions, who voices opinions, who will occasionally swear, though I don't think I do very often, but if that's not for you, perfectly fine. Not everybody is for everyone. Not everything is for everyone, as we tried to express on Stitch Mania yesterday. But, right. I'm back. I will continue making Flosstube videos. I appreciate the fact, those of you who have talked to me and commented before and who have become my friends, I know that you understand. It just, like I said, rubbed me the wrong way. So, that's done. Rant over. Those of you who are old viewers, regular returning viewers, come on back. You can watch now. I'm done. Right. So, it has been 2 weeks since the last time I did a Flosstube video, or 2 weeks and a day. Unfortunately, I did not get as much stitching done as I have been getting done in the last little bit. Since the beginning of the year, you know I've been sort of on a crusade to do a lot of stitching, to participate in Year of Whips, to get some things finished, because I had one finish last year, and I started a lot of things, and I plan to start more things. I think I'm up to like 40 works in progress, which is a lot for me, and my husband keeps commenting on it. So I have been stitching like a madwoman and getting quite a bit of progress done, but I have discovered that that much progress and that much stitching, like continual stitching, sort of has taken a toll on me. You know, I'm not a 20-something anymore. Maybe if I was a 20-something, it wouldn't have bothered me this way, but I am sad to say that I am stitching wounded. This, if you don't know what this is a band that people normally wear for tennis elbow, for strain from repetitive injuries. I will show you a project that I finished. I finished for my husband because he usually says something about the fact that I don't finish anything for him in particular. Valentine's Day was our 20th anniversary, and I figured he deserved something since he's watching me stitch a bunch of stuff for other people and projects that don't necessarily apply to him. I believe that it is that project that exacerbated my problem. I have had carpal tunnel in the past, so I thought that I was having a flare-up when my hand started to hurt, but I think this is actually a tendon issue, and yeah. So I am stitching wounded at the moment, which means that I'm not getting as much stitching done as I have been. I'll show you what I have, but it's not going to be as much as it's been for the last few episodes because it hurts. Stitching hurts right now if I do it too much, so I'm trying to take a break and take it easy and not do more damage to my arm. That said, let me show you what I actually finished. This is Elements of Love by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I don't think this is a new pattern. I think this is one that has been out for a while, but I don't know for sure. I don't know when exactly it came out, but it's a Valentine's Day themed pattern, and like I said, Valentine's Day is my anniversary. I'm one of those people who got married on Valentine's Day 20 years ago. So, no, I don't know where the time went or how we managed to make it that long, but we've made it so far, and my husband actually said, here's to another 30 on my anniversary. So, he's not ready to give up yet, and if he's not ready to give up, then, hey, I'm not going to be the first one to blink. Yes, but here is, I was going to show you the back. You don't want to see that. Or maybe you do, but here is Elements of Love. So, this is Elements of Love by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. My husband is an engineer. He's not a scientist, but he does like science. He is a network engineer, computer engineer, and he's not big into, like, frilly, froofy things. He does, like, silly things sometimes, and so I thought that this would be appropriate for him. This is stitched on 25 count even weave from XJU Designs, and the colorway is Dark Soil. So this is a little bigger. The pattern was actually written for 28 count linen or 14 count Aida. It was designed on that anyway. So this is a slightly bigger than it was, pardon me, than it was supposed to turn out, but I think it's pretty cute. It's all finished. It will be framed and it will go to live on his desk at work. It has not been framed yet because I wanted to show it to you, and also injury, and I didn't want to wrestle with it and try to stretch it and stuff when my hand is not necessarily, my hand and arm are not necessarily cooperating with me. But, so that's finished. That is my first finished object of 2018, so I'm already off to a better start than I was last year, because I didn't finish anything last year until May, I think. It's a little project, and as you know, or you may know, I don't normally do little projects, but it's done. It's finished. The rest of my progress is not that great, like I said. Because I have this on the hoop right here beside me, and I'm not going to take it off, because then I have to put it back on again, and I just got invaded by a cat. Sorry for looking down. This is Cosmica. On my Morgan hoop, I have done like 150 more stitches on this than when you saw it last time, so I don't need to show you a before or after. Again, with most Heaven and Earth designs, at least the ones I work on, it's primarily black. There's some navy blue in here, but mostly it's black. It's the upper right-hand corner of the pattern. Big piece of 25 count even weave. I am actually using Anchor Black and not DMC on this for better coverage, and it looks, I think it looks pretty good. I mean, I will say that it's overcast today. It just started raining before I started recording, of course, because I have perfect timing. So the light's a little weird, but it's actually not bad, given the fact that I didn't turn the overhead on. But yeah, this is Cosmica by Jenna Della Grottaglio. It's Heaven and Earth design. It is my big project for the year, and that's where I am. Let's see, what else did I work on? Like I said, my stitching is a little limited this time, but I did work on... That's not what I wanted to show you, but I'll show it to you anyway. I am going through a rotation of my Year of Whips pieces, so I do basically 5-day rotations as often as I can, or I will as much as I can. Again, I'm on kind of a break because of the arm, but this was one of my last pieces. This is the Geisha Angel, and the designer is actually Barbara Bates. It doesn't say that on the package because I got this when I was shopping at Hobby Lobby, which I don't anymore, but this is what I got this at Hobby Lobby once upon a time. It is the Geisha Angel by Barbara Bates, and I bought it because, as somebody else said recently, I had never seen a Geisha Angel. I did a 5-day rotation on this. This is on the piece of 14 count Aida that the kit came with, which if you do one of these kits or you happen to find a kit like this, I would suggest swapping out the fabric unless you're comfortable with something being on a piece of fabric that's going to be very tight, very close to the dimensions that you need. This is the 14 count Aida that it came on. It's going to be really close to the borders when it's finished, which what am I going to do? I guess I could start it over since I haven't done that much, but I'm going to try to make it work. So 14 count Aida. This is all of this particular color shade of purple that is in the pattern. So this is the bottom of the kimono. This is the upraised sleeve. There's another sleeve over here. This is a tiny piece of collar and things like that, but the majority of that color is in the bottom of the kimono. Again, this is what the finished piece will look like. So it's down here where you see these flipped back coat pieces, or kimono pieces rather. So this is all of that particular color in the pattern, which makes me happy because I had about that much left when I finished. So that's the other thing with these kits, is that they will give you floss, but they're giving... I think this is a problem with several companies' kits. They give basically just enough floss. So you're not going to have extra floss in this kit. I don't anyway. And there is no color conversion. I have looked to see if there is it's an Artiste kit. I have tried to find a conversion to DMC from Artiste flosses, and I can't find one. If you know of one, feel free to leave a comment for me, or leave a link for me in the comments down below, because I'd like to know, just in case I run into this problem again. But otherwise, I think you basically have to just drag your DMC out and fake it and see if you can find a color that matches. But that is my progress so far on the Geisha Angel by Barbara Bates. And my cat is sleeping on next to my Morgan stand because I put it on the floor and she just curled up on the fabric, of course, and is sleeping next to it. I would show you, but I don't want to move the camera. So the next project that I did a little bit of work on, again, stitching wounded, so not a lot, but I did a little bit of work on my 2018 Linen and Threads Mystery Stitch Along. This is what it looks like. Ah, that's a great shot. Like I said, the color is not quite that bright. The fabric color is not quite that bright. It's a little more burgundy than red. There's more purple in it. But this is, let's see, can I pull it back? Yeah, that's a good color. Actually, by my face, this is actually a pretty good representation of the color. But that is my 2018 Linen Threads Stitch Along. Obviously, I have not done a lot of work. I did finish this particular curl, and we're moving on to I'll be working on the guy in the center next. But I'm still working on this. Obviously, I'm behind. The February band is out, and February is almost over. So I am behind, but I did not really expect to stay on top of this one because it's a pretty big piece, and I'm trying to do a lot of things. But I did make progress. What else? What else? Where is my... I had... Did I drop it? Sorry for bending over and talking so you can't see me. I had my... there it is. Haha, what I'm going to show you now. Nope, that's not it. I thought I had it. Well, I did work on my... I don't know where it is. I did work on my Bands of Variation sampler. I got a little bit done on the February block, which is block number 5. It's not finished. I'm hoping I can get it finished by the end of the month, but I'm not going to hold my breath because, as I will tell you, well, I'll tell you now, since I brought it up, I'm going to be going on vacation for about 2 weeks-ish, and I'm not going to take all of my stitching with me. I will probably actually take the Bands of Variation with me because it's relatively small and easy to transport, but, yeah, I'm not going to take all of my stitching, so I'm going to fall a little bit behind on some more things. It's okay. I will live. We will all live. I actually did work on the Modern Folk project as well. I did a little bit more stitching on that, but not enough that you need to see it. I'm almost to the bottom of the first page, but I'm again behind on January. So hopefully when I come back, and it'll be like the middle of March before I do another video, but hopefully when I come back I'll have some more stuff to show you. Hopefully when I come back my arm will be healed, so I'll be able to do more stitching, but I am still working on things that I have shown you in the past, and you'll just have to be patient and wait to see them when you see them. The other thing that I did is I did go to my next project in rotation, which is called Resting Tiger. It is a Janlin kit that I adopted from a member of my stitching group here in California. This is what the pattern is supposed to look like when it's finished. It is a Jane Netley Mayhew, and I have recently come to appreciate her patterns a lot more just because I have not really had a chance to look at them up close and personal until this, and this pattern, and actually the way that it's already been started on the fabric is amazing, and I'm in love with it, and I now want to do a lot of her patterns. Fortunately, I have more in pattern form, not kit form, but yeah. This was the next one up on my rotation. I did touch it before my arm decided that it hated me. I didn't touch it a lot, but I did touch it. So I did that. That's actually the tiny bit of stitching that I did, that I just showed you right there. This is a tiger ear. So I actually did that tiny bit of stitching. The rest of this was already done by the person I adopted it from. But look at how pretty this is. I mean, even though it's incomplete, just look at how pretty. Now this is another one where I think it's going to be very close to the borders. I did not tape these, Janet. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I didn't put the tape on this, but this is the fabric that came with the kit, I believe. I think that the fabric is going to be, it's going to be close as far as fitting this on the fabric, but I did stitch a little bit. I stitched an ear, or the outline of an ear anyway. And then this will go back into rotation eventually. Yeah. But that was what I worked on. Did I work on anything else? I don't think so. At least nothing that I remembered to bring with me to show you, so that's fine. What? I did... So let's just motor on since I'm speeding. Let me get a drink, because I'm speeding. Hang on one second. Okay. I do have some haul. I did take advantage of a pattern discount at the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery when I was buying the Elements of Love for my husband. They had a deal, and I don't know if it's still going on. It may be. You'll have to check. They had a deal where you could buy 5 patterns and get, I believe, 15% off of the patterns or your total purchase. So, since I had seen a few things that I liked, I decided to go ahead and do that. So along with Elements of Love, I also bought the Hugs and Kisses February pattern. Stitcherista, Danielle, is working on this, or I think she did a stitch along with me, a stitch along video about this particular pattern. But I did buy that one. I also bought the Pumpkin and Spice and Everything Nice, which I know a lot of people have done. I did not jump on it at the time when it was released, but I have it now because I'm also one of those people. I do like pumpkin spice. I also bought the Winter Carriage Ride because I just think that's really adorable. I think it's really cute. I like the Frosted Pumpkins people. I like their ponies, and I thought that was really cute. So, yep, I bought that one as well. And I also bought this tiny little Give Thanks because there aren't a lot of Thanksgiving patterns that I'm aware of, and I thought that turkey was cute. So, I did buy those. I also bought some... I went to my local Goodwill and discovered that they actually did have some cross-stitch leaflets this time around. Normally they don't. Normally when I look, there's nothing there, but I did find quite a selection this time. I am not going to go through them right now because I have them in front of me. I mean, I can bend over and disappear from the camera again, and I can show you that I got a stack, including this one. So for those of you who are Paula Vaughn fans, I found some Paula Vaughn leaflets. I am not a big Paula Vaughn fan. I do like her, but I'm not collecting her the way I do Teresa Wentzler's or Doreen Jones or anything like that. Excuse me, I kicked the camera. I apologize. Let me see if I can get it to stop vibrating. Stop. Okay. Well, no, now it's going to shake again. I'm sorry. Sorry, not trying to make you motion sick. Right. It's just going to vibrate. It'll stop eventually. I apologize. I'm not a big Paula Vaughn fan, but I know that there are people out there who are, so those may become gifts for people. I may do a giveaway with them. I don't know. I just figured I would pick them up because I know that people like her and she's not always easy to find, and so now I have them. Right. Yeah, I'm really talking fast now, aren't I? Oh well. They said wanted to get this done because I wanted you guys to have a video. What can I say? So, let me do giveaways. As you know, I have started following in Michelle Garrett, Bendy Stitchy Michelle's footsteps, and have started giving away patterns. Oh, that's the thing. Those of you who have been waiting for patterns from me, and I know some people have been waiting for a while, I mailed them this week, so they are on their way to you. So if you are waiting for something from me that I have promised you or told you you won, it is on its way. You should have, some of you may have them by the end of the week. Some of them may not get to you until sometime early next month because there are some international shipments in there. But they are on their way, and I apologize profusely for hanging on to them. I am a terrible procrastinator. Yeah, so I have been hanging on to them and finally went and took care of all of that. So you're getting your things. Don't feel like I tried to bait and switch you and say, hey, you won a pattern or you won a thing, and then I wasn't going to send it to you. I was always going to send it, and now I have. Okay, so let's go on to the stuff I gave away or offered for giveaway last time. I have gone through random.org. I have drawn winners. We have actually had fewer people participating in the giveaway this time than last time. So I'm not sure if I'm giving away the wrong kind of things or I don't know. But it doesn't matter because people are still participating, however few there are, and those people are still going to get their patterns. So the usual rules apply. Please be a subscriber. I know that I can't check everybody's subscription because some people don't have their subscription options set to be public, but I would prefer it if you are a subscriber. I need you to be over 18, and I think most people who watch Flosstube are, but I need you to be over 18 so I can have your address. There is no charge to you. I will send these to you either domestically or internationally without you having to pay me. They will be folded in envelopes, so if you don't like magazine patterns being folded up, please don't participate. If you don't like things being pulled out of magazines, which I bought from someone else, please don't participate. Simple rules. So last time I gave away 3 patterns. I don't remember the order in which I did that, but one of the patterns was this called Go Continental, which are cars and landmarks from London, Paris, and Germany. And Berlin, rather. Germany is a country, not a city. Berlin, London, and Paris are cities. Right. London, Paris, and Berlin. So the person who is getting the car pattern is Debbie's Creations. So Debbie, I'm assuming that you are Debbie. I will comment on your comments, and if you will email me with your address, I will get this in the mail to you. If you can get this to me by the end of next week, so if you can get this to me by March 1st, I will send it to you before I go on vacation. If you cannot get your address to me before then, you will get it when I get back. So I will be gone from basically the beginning of March until the middle of March. So again, if you can get me your email or your mailing address before March 1st or by March 1st, I will mail this before I leave. But Debbie, you won the cards. Congratulations. The next pattern was a home pattern. And this one, the picture got broken up by the page split. But it's a pillow. It looks like this. Sort of. Something like that. And the person who won that is Sherry Hampton. Congratulations for winning another pattern, Sherry. I have your address, so I can go ahead and send this to you, and I will get this in the mail before I leave. And the last one was this owl pillow that is also has, it also has smaller owls. So it has those guys that you can make. But yeah, that is the owl pattern. And the person who won that is Lisa Clark. So Lisa, again, I will leave a comment on your comment. If you can get me your address before March 1st or by March 1st, I will go ahead and get this in the mail before I leave. If not, it'll go in the mail when I get back. You will still get it. So, what am I going to give away? Let me do this real quick. The person who won Puppy Love in my episode 25, I think, or that I offered in episode 25, this is what it looks like, the Margaret Sherry pattern. Ella Adamiak, I'm probably butchering your name both ways I tried to say that, but Ella, you have not responded to me to let me know that you won, so I will give you until my next Flosstube video in the middle of March to claim this and get this sent to you, and if you don't claim it, I will give it away again at some point. Again, I was kind of surprised that not many people put their names in for this one, but Ella won it, so Ella, if you still want it, let me know, and if you don't, let me know. If I don't hear anything from you in March, I will put it back into the to be given away pile, and we'll see what happens. Right. I bent over again, sorry. I have 3 more patterns to give away. Because I'm going to keep doing this, because I still have magazines, and my husband really wants me to get rid of them, so I still have them. So the first one is from, I think these are all from Cross Stitcher magazine, which is a UK magazine. This is from the January 2011 issue. It is called To the Manor Born. And it is a pretty cute little prim, pretty cute little prim pillow pattern with the couple on the bottom and the manor above them. Kind of this sort of thing that people like to stitch, I think, from Little House Needleworks and Country Cottage Needleworks and the samplers, reproduction samplers, and that kind of thing. So, if you are interested in this pattern, which again will be folded and sent to you in a plain envelope, please say I would like to stitch the manor. And I will get that sent off to you. In sort of a theme, I guess, though wasn't really supposed to be a theme, this one comes from New Stitches, so this is not a cross-stitcher pattern. It's called Beach Huts or Seaside Living. I'm not sure exactly what the pattern is called, but it's... Well, let me open this up because you can actually see the whole thing. It's this series of little cabanas, basically. Little beach cottages. I cannot see that. I hope you can see it. Little beach cottages in a row. If you would like to stitch this pattern, please say, I would like to stitch the cottages. And I will put your name in a drawing, and if you win, I will send that to you. And last but not least, this is from the cross stitcher. This is it also the January? Where are you from? Cross stitcher. Nope, this is from July 2010. This is called Cool Bunny. And it's another three-dimensional sort of thing. I figured with Easter on the approach, somebody might be interested in stitching that. Cool Bunny. So if you would like to stitch that pattern, just say, I would like to stitch the bunny. And I think that's about it. Like I said, my stitching has been sort of limited, so I don't have a lot to talk about. I don't have a lot of haul to show you. Oh, I did get my color and cotton fabric, but yeah, I'm not going to pause it and go and get it because I'm just not. Because I'm being lazy today is why. So anyway, that's about it. If you were troubled by my rant at the beginning of the episode, I apologize, but things needed to be said. I will, like I said, I will try not to do that very often, but sometimes I gotta do it. And again, I will be on vacation, so there will not be a video in 2 weeks. There will be a video, so in theory, I would be doing a video the first week that I'm traveling. We are going to Hawaii. Yay. We are going back to Hawaii and taking my mother for the first time. Very excited. I loved it the first time. I can't wait to go back and find new things and revisit some places that we went last time. But I would have done a video the first week I am gone, so you will not see a video from me until the middle of March. That means that for the giveaway, you have until the middle of March. Let's say you have until March 15th to enter the giveaway. Yeah, that makes sense. So March 15th is the cutoff for the giveaway. So if you're interested, again, say I would like to stitch the bunny, I would like to stitch the cottages, or I would like to, beach huts. Say something about the beach. I would like to stitch the beach huts, beach cottages, whatever. And I would like to stitch the manor. And I will put you in a drawing and get those out to you. I hope that you are. I know that for some people it has not been kind, and I'm really sorry about that. I also just went over my memory limit, so there's going to be a cut in here somewhere. I apologize if that's awkward, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Right, I said I was going to go, and now I'm going to go. I appreciate all of you. I thank all of you for watching my videos, for giving thumbs up and likes and subscribing, and the phone's ringing, so I really do have to go. Love you all. I'll see you in 2 or 3 weeks.